What's going on, everybody? You read the title, you saw the thumbnail, and you clicked on the video. Yes, it is roasting session with yours truly. There's a new street photography festival that's been around for a couple of years called the Mexico Street Photo Festival, and I'm curious to see what's been selected, who plays first, second, third. And the cool thing about this festival is sponsored by Sony Alpha. The third, second, and first place prizes are all Sony cameras. I will admit this is the last festival I submitted to, and unfortunately I did not get selected. What's interesting about this festival, they had like 2 rounds where they announced semi-finalists, and then it ultimately narrowed down to only 20 finalist images, which include third, second, and first place. I don't know what the reasoning behind that is, but if I was someone that got semi-finalists and then did not make the cut for the official finalist, I'll be in a bad mood right now. But never mind, I didn't even get in to begin with. But anyways, I'm curious to see the images. I checked the previous years and the selections were pretty good. So enough yapping, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, the first image is from Bangladesh, Sachuhan Choudhury. Oh, okay. I mean, we've seen images like this, man, low hanging fruit type of imagery. You could probably get this shot anywhere, staying along the train tracks. Why would they pick this? I don't know. It's just a normal everyday scene that you and I can wait there every 15 minutes and get something similar like this. The cool thing about this image is the girl going through the window, entering the train through the window, but the mom or whoever on the bottom holding her feet up. But other than that, very Nat Geo type of vibe. And yeah, it's just a low-hanging fruit for me. So I don't got much more to say about this. I wouldn't have selected this for a finalist image. Next. Okay, this next image is from Reino Unido. I don't even know what country that is, but it's from Richard Morgan. Oh yeah. Woo! Look at that girl. Look at her legs. Look at all those legs over there. Damn, she's fine. Good catch, good moment, no distracting element. Obviously the photographer saw something funny there, and there's a humor component to it. And I like how the female there kind of blends in with the mannequin there because of the black tights, and what is she wearing, a black skirt, blouse? Trust me, I don't know women clothing. But yeah, Richard, if you have her contact information, yeah, send it my way. I also like down in the middle, you see somebody with the bra strap, probably another shopper or maybe the owner of the flea market. She's really aligned with the mannequin there. But yeah, you can call this a low-hanging fruit moment, but yeah, I think it's a little bit more difficult than that because you would need to wait for the right, well, not just the right person in this particular situation, but the right person wearing something at least aligning up to the mannequins or a big juxtaposition. In this case, like I mentioned, the female really aligns with the mannequin legs. She's not covered with tattoos or jewelry or anything extravagant. But yeah, if she had like a tattoo or something that just drew your eyes, drew your attention towards, you know, any particular area on her body, her legs, it would throw this photo completely off. So good job, Richard. And again, if you got her number, hook a brother up. Okay, this next one's from Argentina, Federico Borobio. Oh wow, yeah, I seen this image. I think it won the Independent Street Photo Festival or whatever it's called, contest. Just by looking at it, it's probably somewhere in Cuba because of the architecture, the colors of the building behind the boy, and boxing is really huge there. Yeah, I like this photo. It has a very documentary vibe to it, documentary street photography style vibe to it. Very nostalgic, old school context to it. So you see the boxers in the foreground, silhouette out, and the teenager, young boy just admiring the sparring session. You know, I'm sure there's a great amount of young kids in Cuba that aspire to be boxers. And just by looking at the boy's focus and intensity, he probably has those admirations to box. The crazy thing is he has a cigarette in his hand. It kind of adds to that tough and challenging reality that he is living in. But hopefully by seeing these guys box, he's able to put that cigarette down and change his life around. I like it. I think the colors on the background with the light blue and the brown kind of plays into the boy's favor, like you're rooting for him. And then the boxers silhouette out, they're not so important to see the face. It's more of their action and how they're inspiring the kid. So yeah, I love this image. I'm in full support that it made it into the finalists. Good job. Okay, the next one is from Mexico, Rodrigo Amaya. Oh, okay. Yeah. I like this one. Never seen this photo before. Obviously, your eyes and attention goes to the solar orbit there in the middle, but the icing on the cake, that touch right there is the, what is that called? A scarf or something? I don't even know what it's called. The Jesus NT Cantillo. This guy's probably a pastor, for sure affiliated with the church there. Just little details where it complements each other and it just doesn't feel like two random objects in an image is what makes this photo great. I wonder if the photographer seen the orbit in his viewfinder, or did it appear after snapping that shutter button? I don't know, but I like this photo. Good timing, good lighting, good framing, good context. You know what, it is a little bit populated in the back for me, but at least most of them are silhouette, or you know, you don't really see them, their faces. They don't take any attention away from the pastor there and the orbit. This photo is a great indicator that you can capture some cool images, candid images, when you're out on the street. You just gotta kind of look for it and maybe work and wait with one subject matter, whether it's that orbit that he's seen first or whether it was the pastor that he's seen first, and then you just kind of wait for something unique, something special to help support the other element. So good job. Okay, this next photo is from Gavin Libot from Australia. Oh, this guy. Oh, come on, man. This guy I've been noticing because he won the last video I judged, which was the Pisa Street Photography Festival. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. He won with a similar technique, not this image, but a different image, with a similar technique, being on the ground floor, eye level with the feet, with the birds, and using flash. And I'm not a fan of it because do you actually like the photos you take? You know what I mean? Or because you've been winning or been placing in these different contests, festivals, or maybe you see it popular on social media that this is the type of imagery I'm gonna take. Now, of course, Gavin is not the only one that does this type of technique or style within street photography. There's a few others. I don't see anything meaningful or aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I don't know what people see in this type of imagery, what the judges are thinking, but maybe it's just going over my head. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this image, this type of technique? And I think this is where a lot of us, we fall victim to what we see online, what we see on social media, because we're just so inundated with imagery that we try to think of, well, what can I do different? What other technique could I do, or what other people aren't doing? I applaud the attempt, the effort. I mean, if we're gonna keep seeing these in contests as finalists, winning prizes, what's gonna stop Gavin from continuing to make this type of imagery? Who knows, maybe this is part of a series, a body of work that he's putting together. Then it'll make a little bit more sense, but yeah, not into it. This next one is from Polonia Ania Klosek. Okay, like a Wes Anderson vibes with the color. I kind of dig that. It's really nothing dynamic about it. It's a pretty simple, straightforward shot. I'm curious to know what was Anya's thought process in submitting this to a competition and thinking it would get in. And you know, for a singles image, and that's the nature we're living in, it needs something dynamic, something, you know, like a wow factor. Other than the vibrancy, Wes Anderson vibes, there's the action, the context in it doesn't move me at all. I don't hate it, but I don't know if I would necessarily have selected it. Okay, this next one is from Bangladesh, Jahid Alam Apu. Train shot, again, Bangladesh. Which train shot do I like the least? It'll probably have to be this one. I mean, it's just flat. I really hate flat 2D images. Add some texture, some layers, some depth. This is just a flat, something like a wallpaper you just throw on the drywall. No soul, no emotion, nothing going on here. I mean, obviously someone on the judges panel loves trains. Has a affinity for Bangladesh, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, I wouldn't have selected this image. Okay, way down to the third, second, and first place, and I think so far the finalist images have been like roughly around a B. I think ranked pretty high from the previous festivals or contests that I've reacted to, but it really comes down to third, second, first place images, because that can be really the tipping point one way or the other. And let's take a look. Okay, third place from Alemania Levi Goldbaum. What is going on? Sausage Fest? Oh my god, look at those cowboys. Yeah. I don't know where this is at. Is this at some kind of club or butcher shop or science lab? They have half-naked cowboys on the wall and the two live humans in scientific butcher coat, and then you have the pack of meat, sausage in the foreground. Yeah, there's a lot of clashes here with different themes, irony, humor. Yeah, I like this image. I mean, it's not a perfect framing, which is why I like it. We see enough details, information to kind of know what's going on here, but also create our own narrative. I like the person on the right holding maybe, what is that, money? And the cowboy on the wall is looking down on it like he's about to receive a tip. Howdy, partner. Who knows? Maybe those meat are from those men. Maybe they are captured and butchered. Like, why would a butcher shop have posters of cowboys in there? I mean, is the meat of the cowboys? Or is this butcher shop marketed towards women? I don't know. But yeah, from judging with the other finalist image, I think this is worthy of third place. So congratulations, Levi. Okay, this next one is from Mexico, Jose Nieto. Oh yeah, I love this image. I love the heavy contrast with the wedding and the large coffins on the truck there, you know, hitting themes like life and death, and then just a calm, you know, scenery landscape in the background, like everything's gonna be okay. It's such a clean, beautiful place. Look at the road. There's no pavement issues, there's no rubbish or any graffiti. I mean, look how small the bride and groom party is compared to the coffins. Those coffins are large. Great moment, great capture, great framing, and what's most important to me is the content within the frame, and this hits it on all cylinders. So yeah, for second place, Jose, I approve. So far, third, second place, I'm pretty impressed. Good job on the judges. The stakes are high. Oh man, my blood pressure. I get worried when I see the first place image because the last time it broke my heart. I don't know what to expect. Maybe I should take a 5-minute break. All right, never mind. Let's just jump straight into it. Okay, first place is from Australia, Sally Cogo. The judges here really love contrast and juxtapositions. You can see it definitely within the first 3 images with the first, second, and third place, and kind of throughout with the finalist selections. This one is unique because it plays with the, well, they're at a circus carnival. It kind of plays off of the fact that humans or people are the attraction here at the circus. You see obviously the guy behind the colored bars there. He looks trapped, and then up above on the ride, obviously they're on a ride, but with the barrier there, it looks like they're trapped inside some kind of cage, and there's no barrier, there's no cage, there's no lines in front of the photo or illustration of the zebra there. Although the zebra has lines, so it kind of represents, you know, maybe they're more free. I can accept it as a first place. I always mention this in other reaction videos. First place for me has to be decisive, and I'm not entirely sold on this being a decisive win. It's challenging as a judge because you're just supposed to judge what's within the frame, the image within the frame, right? Okay, so if you have first, second, and third having similar themes, are you just judging on what's more aesthetically pleasing to your eye, or what moves you emotionally more, or which one would be harder to capture if you were the photographer? I mean, I don't know. I like the second place image better just because this is a carnival. It just, the scene, things are there for you, you know? So you just gotta be able to see it and snap that picture. You know, for like the second place image, would you know or anticipate a truck full of coffins about to pass by in front of the wedding party? Probably not. The chance of that happening probably slim. As a judge, you're supposed to judge based off of what's in the frame, right? What's in the image. So what does that exactly mean in these contests? Is it something that is aesthetically more pleasing to the eye, something that moves you more emotionally? Or if you're the photographer, which one would be the more difficult or challenging to capture? I mean, but I don't know. I would probably move second place into first. Maybe just swap those around. Whew, so what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Which one was your favorite? Do you agree with third, second, or first? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and every time I post new content or videos, you'll be the first to be notified. And until next time, I love doing these type of videos for you guys. Stay safe and keep shooting.